Have you heard of the analogy about a love bank? I love this analogy because it's such a good explanation of what happens between people, whether we're conscious of it or not. I first read about this in the book His Needs, Her Needs by Willard Harley. And he proposes that every time we have an interaction with people, whether it's a team member in a business relationship, a friendship, or a love relationship, we are either making deposits into that person's love bank on our relationship or withdrawals, and they're doing the same. So let me give a couple examples of this. If it's a love relationship, I had a client the other day tell me he was so frustrated because his spouse was mad at him. So here's what's interesting. I asked him what had happened, and he'd said, "Whoa, well, I had to skip our date because we had a big meeting, but I bought her this great gift and took it home with me, even though I was late. I thought she'd be thrilled." So my client wasn't aware or wasn't consciously thinking about the impact on his spouse. So his spouse's love language is quality time. So he canceled their date, that's a withdrawal, and he bought her a gift thinking that'd be a deposit, but she could care less. So it actually didn't work, and he ended up negative in the love bank. I have another client last week who was struggling with his team, frustrated that they weren't getting an operational sequence down correctly. He emailed out all these angry, frustrated things about we've got to get this fixed. Then at their team meeting, he blasted the person who's in charge of operations in front of the whole group. We know the number one thing that people want in the workplace today is to feel valued and appreciated. It's more important than money. It's more important than status. People want to feel important and appreciated. What my client didn't know was by blasting people in the email, he already had created a withdrawal. And then by criticizing the director of operations in the team meeting, it wasn't even a small withdrawal. It was a huge withdrawal. Remember the rule of thumb? Criticize privately, praise publicly. So not only did my client, who thought he was doing a good job by being clear and specific about what he wants, totally missed the mark, but he left his team and his director of ops really feeling badly about their relationship. A lot of times this happens subconsciously. We're not aware of it, and certainly the people around us aren't thinking, "Oh, that was a withdrawal," or, "Oh man, that specific compliment that my leader just gave me hit the mark and I just got 100 love bank points." Of course not. Of course not. But if you can master this and become more self-aware of what the person you're interacting with really needs, values, and wants, you can cater how you interact with them so that you create deposits for them. On the flip side, you may notice people on your team or in your family or in your love relationships missing the mark with you. If you're aware of what you actually need, I would encourage you to tell them. Have that crucial conversation with love, with compassion while you're leaning in. To get curious, to learn more about each other so that you can teach the people around you what you need. So what kind of love bank deposits do you actually want? If you don't know, spend some time thinking about it or reach out. We've got world-class coaches here that will help. Transform your life and elevate your impact.